Your girl is primed and ready to go. Let's get this started.
I'm going to make this as short and sweet as possible, ladies. We're going to start off with Velocity by SUGARPILL. We're going to pack that heavily on the lid. I love Velocity. It's one of the best navy blue matte shades ever created. Blends seamlessly. Okay y'all, now we're going to use KIMCHI and we're going to go right above the navy blue. Try to create like an ombre effect. I absolutely adore the shade by KIMCHI. She created a beautiful, I don't even know how to explain it, sky blue. It blends out so nicely. You can literally make it as light as you want it or as bold and pigmented as you want it. It plays nicely. Here I'm using a fluffy brush just to fan out the edges. Girl, you gotta blend this shit to fill. This is one of my favorite concealers by MORPHE. It is the whitest white concealer I've ever used. When using this tool, always make sure you rub off that top edge. That way the line is nice and crisp. Otherwise it might come out a little goofy. Here I'm taking a liner brush with the same concealer, fixing up any imperfections, just making sure it looks nice and crisp. Girl, and don't forget to wing it out. I'm going to use this light shade right here and put it all over the lid. That's my baby Nathaniel. Here we want to use the NYX Vivid Brights in the navy. We're just going to do a wing. I like to have a solid color under the glitter. I was working with very little product, but we got it done. Here I'm using the Super Glitters in a navy blue glitter. Really super cheap glitters, and they're really pretty. You want to make sure you tap it before you open it or it'll get everywhere. Here I'm going to take the Lilly Lash Glue, really good stuff, and use that as a base for the glitter because I know it's not going to go anywhere. Once I put the glitter on there, it's on there until I wash my face. I like to use an angled brush to add the glitter to my liner. I feel that it's tapered perfectly to do the job just right. Here I use a little bit on my finger just to pat it down, make sure all the little flakes are flat. It sparkles way better that way. Now girl, get yourself a fluffy brush and brush that all off because it doesn't look good underneath your foundation. Here we're going to use the Stila, one of my favorites, Diamond Dust, and we're just going to put that all over the lid. I feel that it gives it a really pretty sheen, almost like a frosted effect. Isn't that pretty? Now girl, let that shit dry. Now we're going to use some Jeffree Star DRUGLORD and get artsy in this mofo. How do you like the way I use my hand as a palette? I'm terrible, y'all. Now I'm going to put the white line right above the cut crease. Now I'm going to start drawing on the little snowballs. You want to start out small to large on the snowballs, small in the inner corner of the eye to the largest on the out. Okay, so right here I goofed up a little bit and I actually went back in with the same liner brush and a little bit of the navy just to fix it up around the snowballs and also to give them a little more definition. I'm not going to kid you, it was a little bit of a back and forth process back between the white and the blue, but we got there. Here I'm just making sure everything's the same on both sides. Here's the fun part, y'all. We're gonna do the snowmen. I love drawing on the snowmen. I found this part to be so much fun. It's really not as hard as you think. You just start off with a bigger ball at the base and a smaller snowball at the top. You want to do the same method as you did with the other snowballs. Go back and forth with the navy blue and the white, just to, you know, crisp it up, make sure everything looks really nice. Get out your Jeffree Star Weirdo, girls. Now we're going to start putting in the details. Start by drawing the little hat. I found this part to be really difficult. It did definitely take some precision. I ain't even gonna lie. Once you have the hat, start putting on the eyes, the scarf, and the little arms. Here I'm going to take a little bit of the white and go back in and just make sure all the lines are really crisp and visible. Here I got a orange color, Vivid Brights, again by NYX, and I'm just going to add the little carrot noses to the snowmen.
Got all that base and everything down. Now I'm going to do the under eye, and I already started off with a little bit of Jeffree Star Weirdo, just a little bit, and then smudged it in. I like to do that as a base whenever I'm trying to use like darker colors, and then you'll see what I mean. Just makes them more bold, especially the color I'm using right now, which is, we're going back into the darker blue shade that we used earlier, and sorry, the one on that side. I'm terrible today, but yeah, we're gonna use that shade, and we're just gonna go under the eye with it. And you just basically want to take the line and line it up with the wing, you know, so it has like a nice little fade to the wing.
Here we add the light blue color right underneath the navy.
And then I just basically lightly sweep it across the blue, making sure to get it a little underneath, you know, so it, like the top up here, it has the dark blue to the light blue under the eye. Now if you feel that you lost any of the darker blue when you were doing the lighter blue, just very gently go back in as close as you can to the lash line, because that's where you want most of your color to be, so it has a nice ombre. Ooh, shoot. Didn't mean to make that fall. Now a lot of times I like to take a fluffier brush and go over that just to smooth out everything and make sure it looks really smooth and seamless. guess I don't really need to see to do this. It's pretty. Okay, y'all. So I added this color here in the Alchemist palette, the blue color in the inner corner. And I want to take a mixture of the blue and the purple called Ultraviolet, kind of just swirl my brush in both of them. Kind of get that on there. I like to use a stippling motion for the iridescent colored highlights. It tends to give a better look, or appearance I should say, texture wise on the skin. Just kind of stipple it on and then blend it. Anyway, alright, going in with one of my favorite highlighters, the Liquid Frost by Jeffree Star. It's in the color Ice Queen. Oops, that was a bit much. Alright. Be careful with this stuff, it's dangerous. I'm going to go back into the Alchemist palette and hit up those two shades again, the purple and the blue. Tap it off, you don't need much. I'm basically just going over any of the edges. Highlight queen.
Here I used a powder brush just to remove a little bit of the glare where I didn't want it.
Okay, and now girls, it's our favorite time. Where did it go? Oh no, there we go. It's the lipstick. This is the shade Nocturnal by Anastasia. It's a very pretty blue. Little goth. So that's the finished look. I hope you guys like it. If you do, like and subscribe. Hit me up some love. I love you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.